If you're looking to create, grow, and sustain your wealth, download and subscribe to the Pain Points of Wealth podcast at BeBullish.com with Bob, Ryan, and Chris Payne. It's your podcast for market insights, money tips, and real talk on the economy. Download and subscribe at BeBullish.com.
LifeLock, how can I help?
The IRS said I filed my return,
but I haven't.
1 in 4 tax-paying Americans has paid the price of identity fraud.
What do I do?
My refund, though.
I'm freaking out.
Don't worry, I can fix this.
LifeLock fixes identity theft guaranteed and gets your money back with up to $3 million in coverage.
I'm so relieved.
No problem. I'll be with you every step of the way.
1 in 4 was a fraud-paying American. Not anymore. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
The Dominic Carter Show on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
The Friday edition and a loss for America today. Yes, the Supreme Court is the highest court in the land, but President Trump won with an overwhelming mandate from the American people. Let the man carry out his agenda. All he's trying to do is even the score, a level playing field with countries financially that have been robbing America for decades. That's all he's trying to do with the tariffs. The president going on a blistering attack against the Supreme Court after the tariff ruling, calling it unpatriotic and disloyal to our Constitution. We'll get to that. We see your calls coming in. Dominic Carter here with you, 800-848-9222. But first, Mom Donnie, we're starting to see cracks in your base, Mom Donnie, with African Americans. Listen to these protesters in Queens as it relates to his proposed 10% property tax increase.
The mayor, with the greatest respect, in every campaign speech, in every debate where you engage, we opened our ears to listen. Now today, accept the words echoing from us now. Do your job as mayor and leave our taxes out.
Having only 2 options. You're saying if we don't tax the rich, then I got to increase property taxes. We are not a pawn in Southeast Queens. We are not part of your negotiation tactics. Arizona Mondani, you are out your goddamn mind.
Well, Mr. Mayor, you're hearing what they have to say, and this is not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty for Mom Donnie as this goes out. He thought he was so slick, but guess who the joke is going to be on? 800-848-9222. President Trump tearing into the Supreme Court.
Well, thank you very much for being here. The Supreme Court's ruling on tariffs is deeply disappointing, and I'm ashamed of certain members of the court, absolutely ashamed, for not having the courage to do what's right for our country. I'd like to thank and congratulate Justices Thomas, Alito, and Kavanaugh for their strength and wisdom and love of our country, which is right now very proud of those justices. When you read the dissenting opinions, there's no way that anyone can argue against them. There's no way. Foreign countries that have been ripping us off for years are ecstatic. They're so happy. And they're dancing in the streets, but they won't be dancing for long. That I can assure you. The Democrats on the court are thrilled, but they will automatically vote no. They're an automatic no, just like in Congress. They're an automatic no. They're against anything that makes America strong, healthy, and great again. They also are a, frankly, disgrace to our nation, those justices. They're an automatic no, no matter how good a case you have. It's a no. But you can't knock their loyalty. It's one thing you can do with some of our people.
Now, this is a big story, so don't get me wrong. But notice how whenever it's something negative against Trump, you hear about it quite a bit. Now, this one is a big story. But whenever it's negative, oh, there's no problem getting that message out to the public. For example, CBS News.
The Supreme Court has just issued what is a major ruling on the president's use of tariffs. We have a team going through this decision right now from a legal and economic and a political point of view. But first, our legal correspondent, Jan Crawford, who has the decision for us in Washington. Jan?
Tony, this decision is 6-3, invalidating President Trump's use of these sweeping tariffs, imposing tariffs on almost every trading partner worldwide. This is the most significant U.S. Supreme loss for a U.S. president, I think, in modern history. It is invalidating what is the cornerstone of President Trump's economic policy, ruling that he does not have authority under this federal law, the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, to levy these sweeping tariffs, like I said, on almost every global trading partner worldwide.
I'm going to come back to tariffs in just a moment, because I really believe, and I know we're a country of laws, but Trump won with a mandate. Let the man do his thing. Let's see where this leads the country. But oh no, they want to handcuff him every chance they get. And then they have their backup partner, the media, to disseminate the message, to try and portray the message that Trump is failing. He's not failing. He's actually exceeding and doing quite well if you just get out of the way. Coming back to Trump, to tariffs, Supreme Court in just 1 second. And a bit later in the program, I'm going to focus on one of our listeners. Her name is Yetta, and Yetta is a retired public school teacher. And public school teachers mean the world to me. Public school teachers, particularly in New York City, is why I'm before this microphone right now. And Yetta, she did something I thought was so cute. So the midnight show that I do, and we're going to focus on this at the bottom of the hour, the midnight show I do, I get off at 1 a.m. Eastern time. And Yetta, she went and put on her shades, and she put on her little makeup and her little lipstick and her pretty earrings. And she did something that I'm going to start doing on a regular now. Yetta, I had a foul call from Teddy in Yonkers. He was trying to start trouble. And I just thought about the song Feelings. And if you know Dominic is liable to do anything. So I started singing Feelings. And Yetta made a video on YouTube singing Feelings. So I'm going to bring that to you at the bottom of the hour. And because of Yetta, folks, what I want you to start doing, but are you bold enough to do it? Are you bold enough and strong enough and not shy? Make a video. I sing on the radio, and I'm off key, can't sing. I do it. Make a video. And I'm going to start using some of them on the air. That's coming up. But what happened out of Vegas is just wrong. It's just wrong. Who does this to a dog? A woman was arrested at an airport in Vegas. She had her dog, and you see lots of animals, lots of dogs in the airport, but she didn't have the paperwork for the dog to prove that it's a service dog. So when she was told the dog could not fly, what did this horrible person do? She left the dog at the counter and tried to get on the plane. That is, until the police arrested her.
Now to the story of that adorable golden doodle left at an airport counter in Las Vegas earlier this month. The owner was denied a boarding pass because she did not have service dog documentation for the pup. Her solution, it seems, was to just leave the dog behind, as she did, walking to the departure gate. And that is where police found her and arrested her for abandonment. The dog, now known as JetBlue, is no longer her dog and is expected to be adopted soon.
Can you imagine how crushed? And now, folks, you may laugh at me. You may laugh. But unless you've owned a dog, you don't know what I'm talking about. Dogs are more loyal than your family members are. And can you imagine how crushed that dog was when the dog thought that the woman was leaving the dog? Dogs will give their life for you. And what's coming to her with the justice system, I say bravo, bravo, bravo. We mentioned the justice system. Things, as we know, the disappearance of 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie, still no promising leads, and now authorities are going along the lines of definitely more than one person. This is from the Fox News channel.
And here we are, 20 days in, no suspect identified, no persons of interest, and no vehicle connected to this crime. But Pima County Sheriff's Office now say that the individual seen on that creepy doorbell ring camera may have been acting with an accomplice. They say this in a statement to People magazine. The sheriff has said all along that while investigators are working to identify the person seen on the doorbell video, they are not ruling out that was the only person involved. Unclear what has led the investigators to believe there may have been an accomplice. This as those investigators continue to process the DNA collected inside Nancy's home here behind me, working both the clinical processing side of it and, of course, trying to tie it to genetic genealogy, hoping to make some sort of familial tree identity, much like they did in solving the Brian Kohberger case. It's still not clear, though, what the evidence is that was found inside the home or when exactly it was discovered.
Horrible situation as it plays out in Arizona. Let's start with your telephone calls. Line 4, Richie in the Bronx. Richie, what's on your mind?
Rich, how you doing, Carter? Congratulations with your ratings.
I'm listening to you. What's going on?
Is it possible that she could be in a bunker somewhere in the forest, you think? They need to find that lady.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know where she is. I just think it's horrible. And I think that President Trump is correct. They were flying in secret technology that would pick up via Bluetooth, her pacemaker. And Barney Fife and company went with it and released it to the media. Why would you tell the media if this secret technology can pick up her pacemaker and you're the person that has the pacemaker, as President Trump says, you're going to say to yourself, I got to get rid of this lady, do something so that the pacemaker is not working so I'm not arrested. And, I was biting my tongue. I thought it was Barney Fife to begin with. The Arizona officials and the FBI, they need to be in charge of this case. Thank you for the call. Let's go to John, line 2 in Florida. John, welcome to the Dominic Carter Show.
Good afternoon, Dominic. Dominic, you're going to have to wonder how the Supreme Court's going to rule now with sanctuary cities based on what happened with the tariff today.
You know what? That's a good point. I don't know, John. I stick to my original point. The man won with a mandate. The man appointed several justices to the court. Okay. That's the politics are not supposed to be at play, but let the man do his agenda. The American people, sink or swim, gave him a mandate. Nobody voted the Supreme Court into public office, into elective office. I just think that the court on this one is just dead wrong. That's just my opinion, folks. You may disagree. Time for a break. When we come back, I'm going to deal with the educator Yetta. We are coming right back.
The Dominic Carter Show. Entertaining and informative on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
So I'm looking at my Twitter at my ex, and Liz Rosenblatt says, what a cute name, Jet Blue, for the dog. He will be given a wonderful home. It all worked out for this doggy. Glad this turned out well for him. And Liz, I'm glad as well. And folks, I went to sleep thinking about this. I woke up thinking about this. And why is this important to me? Why is this, what I'm about to say, important to me? I still remember clearly days as a kid waking up hungry with no food and was hoping that I made it to school in time for breakfast when they would serve us breakfast so that I would have some breakfast. I remember well lunch. I remember well. Towards the middle to the end of the month, my grandmother's SSI check would run out, and women in the neighborhood would loan her money because we didn't have anything to eat. And so it's public school teachers, private school teachers as well, that mean the world to me. And so this morning's program, Teddy in Yonkers, a retired teacher who's on hold now, tried some slick stuff. He really tried his best to start some trouble on a number of fronts. And I don't know if I'm in the mood to talk to Teddy today. And if he wants to hang up, hang up. I don't care. You want to talk? Maybe we'll talk. But he tried some slick stuff early this morning. He tried to push my buttons, which is impossible for him to do. And so in the process of him doing this, as we wrapped up the call, it's funny how the mind works. The song Feelings just came to my mind. And I just started saying the words. And of course, Carlos and Matt Blaze, these guys follow my every word. Next thing you know, they're playing the song Feelings, right? Then we get off the air, and Yetta, who's a retired school teacher, who has given and given and given and given and given to public school kids of New York City. People like her saved my life. She sent me a video overnight, and I was so impressed, a YouTube video, where, you know, she's got her shades on, she's got her little lipstick on, she's got her earrings on, and she starts singing the song Feelings.
Feelings like I'll never have
you. You go, Yetta.
Again in my life.
You go, Yetta. You go, Yetta. Feelings. Yes, it's Friday. I'm in the mood. I'm feeling. Where's the part? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait, where's that part? I wish I never met you, girl. You never come again. Oh, Yetta. That was so. Oh, and there's the song. There's the song. Thank you, Yetta. Thank you to the artist here. Thank you. And thank you, Teddy, for being such a hater. You brought something positive out of your negativity. Wait, where's the part now? Feelings. Nothing more than feelings.
Feelings like I've never.
I want to hear the whoa, whoa, whoa part. Where's that part?
And feelings like I've never.
That's the part I want to hear. I got a break coming up. I want to get to Harold in Philadelphia, Rebecca in Brooklyn, Carlotta, Rhode Island. Wait, where's it? Feelings. I just want to hear the whoa, whoa, whoa part. Wait, maybe it's coming up.
I wish
I never met you, girl.
You'll never come again.
You'll never come again. Wait, is it coming, Carlos? Is it coming? No. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to cue it up later. Whatever. I don't have time to take a call right now. I've got to take a break. But we are coming right back with your telephone calls.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi. Okay, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
And we are back on this Friday. I'm going to be taking your telephone calls, and I see that the poor baby Teddy in Yonkers hung up. He hung up. Teddy, the poor boo-boo Teddy. Let me tell you something. Be careful. I'm not finding you cute anymore. Teddy tried to do some slick stuff early this morning, folks. He called up, and they said he wanted to talk about some issue. And I guess he was mad, passive aggressive, that he didn't do too well on the 3:00 show. So he made sure he called up on the midnight show. And he started out by asking me, out of the clear blue sky, he says, "Hey, Dominic, how's Curtis Sliwa?" And I'm supposed to be stupid enough to go into a tirade and give Teddy what he wants. When he sees that didn't work, he then goes to my friend of almost 50 years. That was one of his students. And he goes, "I hear you weren't that great an athlete." Now, my friend that he's talking about was good in basketball, but wasn't good in anything else. And he was decent in basketball. I was very good in football. But again, it was Teddy trying to divide and conquer. And so now he hung up, the poor little baby. But let me tell you the one thing I am happy about. the salespeople keep telling me that our biggest demographic happens to be for this show women. Women, I don't know why. I don't know what it is, but women love this show. And it's Friday, right? It's Friday, so I'm going to let my hair down and I'm going to say, oh, that's the Temptations. Oh, that's my girl. Turn that up, Carlos. Where was the beginning? We go, doom, 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 doom. Can we cue that back up, please? Can we stop it and cue it back up? It's Friday. I want the part with the beat. Doom, 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 doom. There we go. There we go. There we go. So to all the women listeners of the show, thank you. Thank you for helping us with our ratings. Which, by the way, Teddy, and to all the haters, even to you that are issuing death threats to me on Facebook through messages, chew on this. The ratings are through the roof. And I'm not afraid of your little stupid death threats. Bring it. Bring it. They have people on staff, former FBI agents, NYPD officers waiting for nuts like you. Bring it. Bring it. All right. Let's get back to our telephone calls here. Let's see. Let's go to Rebecca, line 3 in Brooklyn. What's on your mind, Rebecca?
Hello. Yes, women do love your show, including me.
So wait, Rebecca, so help me out. What is it? What is it?
What I'm talking about? Okay.
No. What is it? Why women love this show? Our highest group of demographics happens to be women.
Oh, because you're very, very entertaining, very smart. That's why.
Okay. All right. Okay, Rebecca. So go ahead. What's on your mind?
Okay. So as a Jewish person living in New York, I'm really nervous about this. I'm a new mayor. I don't know what he's up to. I'm really nervous. I'm also that there's a guy that called up on Tuesday that said that all Jewish people rule the country. They rule Hollywood. They rule the stock market. They rule everything. And
was that the guy I cut off right away?
What'd you say?
Was that the guy I cut off right away? Because I have zero tolerance for stuff like that.
Yes. And I wanted to say, the CEOs of the Magnificent Seven, only 2 of them are Jewish. The rest of them are not. Jewish people do work hard, like everyone else works hard. And I'm very upset about this person that thinks that way, because that's how Hitler started. I don't want the same thing to happen in New York.
Rebecca,
I'm very concerned about this.
I hear you, but I have to be straight with you. There are some nuts out there, and there's nothing you can do about the nuts. The truth is, they're mad because, mommy pat them on the head and they got a trophy when they were in the 3rd grade and they amounted to nothing. And they wake up and they look in the mirror every day and their life is nothing. And so what they do, they sit back and they get their check, their government subsidies, and they want to criticize everybody and anybody that's doing something positive. And to me, it's stupid to hate on any group of people. Don't hate. Go match their success. Go match anyone's success. As I say, Rebecca, and thank you for the wonderful call, I'm too busy running my race to hate on somebody else or be jealous of somebody else. But I do want to, and I know this is not wise, but again, to the 3 or 4 of you that like issuing these death threats to me, I wish I could say, really, Carlos, you got your beat button ready just in case I lose it a little bit here. I really wish I could say to you what I think about you. Just take the middle finger and put it up twice. Put the middle finger up 3 times and put it up your nose in the mirror. That's what I think of your death threats. Okay? So that we're clear. Let's go to line 4. Ross in the Bronx. Ross, what's on your mind?
Dominic, don't worry about that stuff, Dominic. We love you. There's guys out here. We love you. Yourself and Bo. Great radio shows. But I have to tell you.
Thank you. But Ross, you know what? We do ignore these fools. But remember, Charlie Kirk used to work at this same radio station. So you never know when it's the real one. And the last nut was telling me that he's a lot closer to me than I think he is. And I shouldn't even repeat this stuff because, he's sitting somewhere masturbating Can I say that, Carlos? Can I say that? So he's sitting someplace masturbating, thinking about, whatever. Ross, go right ahead.
So, as I was saying, that song Feelings has got to be one of the worst songs I've ever written. I can't. And that other one that was out around the same time, I think, was I Like Dreaming. They were like in the same box in my head. I hated those records. And Dominic, what did you do with the money?
What did I do with the money?
Yeah, the money your mother gave you for voice lessons.
Oh,
those songs are bad enough.
Hey, Ross, you got the guys. What are you laughing at, Carlos? What are you and Jonah? That's right. Look serious. What are you guys laughing at in there? Hey, that was good, Ross. Normally, I don't like the jokes that callers said. That was good. You got me on that one. I'm gonna be ready for you the next time, Ross. Thank you, and have a great weekend. Yeah, I can't sing, but you know what? I'm still gonna sing. And to Yetta, I don't care what anybody says. For you to make that video at 1:30 in the morning and look that good at 1:30 in the morning, and you're a retired school teacher that frankly taught a lot of Latino and black kids, I tip my cap to you. You're fantastic. Let's go to Judith, line 3 in Brooklyn on this Friday. Judith, what's on your mind?
Yay for the women callers. And wait a minute, Dominic. Yay for the frequent women callers, okay? We frequent callers are your loyal supporters. We care about you. We worry about you. When you have a cold, we're all busy calling up, each one fighting to get to tell you what you should take. You can't imagine. And we try, and we're contributors. When we call, we have something worthwhile to say. So, hello, Carlotta.
Hey,
Guess what? Dominic, guess what? Carlotta is so busy last week starting up with women callers clutching their pearls, saying nothing worthwhile, she was trying to imply. Nothing could be further from the truth. No one clutches their pearls. That was injury to insult. What should I tell you? Or insult to injury. But I want to tell you something. Yeah, she pointed out.
Guess who? Wait. Guess who's on hold though?
Listen, Dominic, I got to tell you something.
Did you hear what I said, Judith? Did you hear what I said?
What?
Guess who's on hold? Carlotta.
Yeah, Carlotta, I'm taking you on, babe. Listen.
Okay, well, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute, Judith. Hold on. Let's bring Carlotta up. Carlotta and Judith.
I'm here.
Carlotta, did you hear what Judith just said?
I'm here.
Okay.
I heard her.
Okay. And?
Well, I'd really rather talk about what I called to tell you.
Okay, so you're not taking the bait?
Not today, no.
Not today. Well, Judith has nothing but love.
I have something really serious to tell you.
Okay, you got something really serious. Okay, Judith, stand by. Carlotta says she has something really serious to tell me. You have the floor, Carlotta, on this Friday. Go ahead with the really serious thing you have to tell me.
Congratulations on your ratings, by the way.
Well,
okay.
Thank you.
Judith and I share one thing in common, at least. We're both Trump lovers. But I'm not so sure the Supreme Court was wrong, because when a nut, or if a nut, like Kamala Harris were to become president and decide we all had to have gas stoves or electric cars or no gas stoves and put a 500% tariff on them, they could kill any industry they wanted to. So it would be a very dangerous it's good with a common sense president, but when you get a radical nut in office, they can kill off an entire industry with these tariffs. So maybe it's not such a bad thing. And Trump being Trump will find a way.
Well, he's already alluded to he's going to find a way around this. He will. Carlotta, thank you for the wonderful call from Rhode Island. So Judith, she says that's one thing you and her agree on. Agreed? Judith.
She says that Trump's going to find a way around. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I didn't hear you. Okay. I'm sorry.
I was talking. Amen to what Carlotta said on that, because we agree with President Trump. We love him and we want him to succeed. It's disgusting what's going on. And these judges, you can see who the judges are that are against him, and that tells you everything. And the ones who were for him, who are for him, you can tell who they are, okay? But Dominic, I got to tell you, Carlotta, I know you're listening. The way she said Gracie should get here all day, fine. And guess what? I agree. I love Gracie. Who doesn't love Gracie? But, Colin, let me remind you something else. To each his own. Do you remember, Dominic, you had a man come over to you and he said his favorite caller is Sandra, okay? So guess what? There are people that think Liz is the best. The people think this one's the best. Gail's the best. Carol's the best. Bottom line, us women are terrific, and us frequent callers love you, support you, care about you, and worry about you. And we try to contribute. We don't sit around clutching our purse saying absolutely nothing, the way she implied. So, Carlotta, you need an apology. Yep.
Thank you very much for the call, Judith. Thank you, and have a great weekend. So I'm looking at my Twitter, and my ex, the lovely Debbie Lebedo, Staten Island, says, at Dominic TV, the reason why women are the most listeners because we firmly found someone who listens. Laugh out loud. Well, I do listen. And I'm going to get in trouble with Liz in Florida with what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it again anyway. Don't reach for no buttons, Carlos. I'm going to say it again because it's Friday. To you nuts that are issuing death threats to me, I hope you receive both middle fingers that I have up right now. Stick them all up your nose, all the way up to your brain, in fact. And Teddy, I'm not feeling you as of late. Be very careful. Let's go to Harold, line 2, Philadelphia. What's on your mind, Harold?
Yes, Dominic, hold on. I dropped the phone.
Wait, Harold, it sounds like you're on a speakerphone, which is the worst thing you can do in talk radio. Are you on a speakerphone?
Quick story. Hey,
Harold, are you on a speakerphone?
I am. I'll take it off.
Okay. I'm going to wait 3 seconds. 1, 2. Are you there? Okay, he's done. Let's go to Anne-Marie in Pennsylvania. Anne-Marie, what's on your mind?
Hey, Dominic, I just want to remind everybody, because I have not heard one person talk about this. Remember when the Supreme Court ruled on Obamacare taxes? When they wanted to tax us for not having a health insurance plan? The Supreme Court came out and redefined tax for them as a favor and said, oh, it's not a tax, therefore they could do it. It's really just a fee. Even though everybody had to pay that through the IRS, every employer had to report to the IRS if someone had a health care plan. So all that money that companies had to endure just for Obamacare, and we all got taxed. I don't care what the Supreme Court calls it. That was John Roberts. John Roberts, I'm sorry, is a traitor to the American people. He has screwed us over numerous times, and it's ridiculous. It's blatant. It's blatant. He's against Donald Trump, and he did it in his first administration, and he's doing it again.
Well, Anne-Marie, I hear you. This is not going to stop President Trump. It's a setback, and what I don't like is that America's enemies around the world are laughing today. And in fact, not just enemies, these countries that are impacted by this, they're laughing because the Supreme Court handicapped the President of the United States. But it's temporary. It's temporary, Anne-Marie. We'll see the president's next move. We are going to take a break. We're coming right back with more of your telephone calls.
The Dominic Carter Show. Entertaining and informative on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
And the Tunnel to Towers Foundation final thoughts of the day. Well. Look who just called back. Slowly I turn, step by step. Teddy in Yonkers, Gracie in Rockland County. Let's bring both of them up live. Let's start with you, Gracie. Gracie, Teddy is listening to you. Gracie, what's on your mind?
We love you, and I had to call because I'm one of the Knicks, one of the original Knicks. No, maybe not, Judith and all the others. Let me tell you, we love you. Why? Because you loved your grandmother so much and you had respect for her, and you hold women in a good place, and that's why we love you so much. Honest to God, Dominic.
Well, thank you. So now I'm not going to say he's your nemesis, but Teddy's on the other line, and it says here, hopefully you'll take my call. Teddy, why would you think I wouldn't take your call?
At the beginning of the program, you made the statement that based upon how I talked to you last night, that you're not sure if I'm going to talk to you. Might not even speak to you. So I assumed that you weren't going to take my call.
So Teddy, why do you, I don't understand you, Teddy. Up until last night, you were cool, man, but you're really starting to cross the line. What's going on with you?
I'm here. Are you there?
Yeah. I think you just heard what I said.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Okay, so I said up until last night, I always tolerated you, Teddy, but you were trying to intentionally get under my skin. What's up with that?
Okay, wait a minute. I tolerate you. The classroom is in session.
Oh my God. You tolerate me.
Yeah, because Dominic, you're so obstinate. Dominic, let's deal with the issues. Let's deal with.
And Gracie, help me out at some point with this. And we only have 2 minutes left to the show, you two. Go ahead.
Trump lost the Supreme Court judgment.
You're so happy today, right, Teddy? Oh, happy days, right? But it's not over, Teddy. It's not over.
It's not a question of happy. It's a question of reasonable people. Were against him.
Teddy, so what are you going to say when he comes up with his next plan to get around the Supreme Court? What are you going to say then?
I guess nothing I could say because I don't have the power to say it. He can finagle in any way he wants. But let's deal with Iran. He's been talking and talking and talking.
Teddy, we only have a minute left of the show. Hold on a second. Gracie, do you have anything to say?
No. What I wanted to say, you said Iran a couple of days ago. If he started bombing right away, other people would be angry. We have to let him see what's going on, how to do it. When the time comes, he's giving them as much rope as possible so that when he does bomb, he doesn't look as bad. But to others, he will. And I had something else, but I'll bring it up on Sunday night. But the thing is, as far as the Supreme Court, I don't know what it is. I feel if you read the dissension, you could have gone along with supporting it. It was really, I don't know why. We knew the three Democrats what he said wasn't going to go along with him. Roberts is against him for some reason. Barrett I don't understand, and I don't understand Gorsuch. I feel anything that's good for this country, and you could tweet it any different ways, and in this case you can tweet it. The tariffs are good, and we need them. So we'll end up not having tariffs, paying more for food, and having to pay more tax. You see what Obama did?
Hey, Gracie, let me get Teddy in because I don't want him to say I was unfair to him.
Gracie, do you want the Supreme Court to rule 100% in Trump's favor all the time, Gracie? Is that how our justice system is supposed to work? Is that what separation of powers means, Gracie? To rule in favor of the president and anything he wants 100% of the time? It doesn't work like that, Gracie. It doesn't work like that in the classroom. The students don't get everything that they want. And I don't get everything what I want when we negotiate a contract. That's the way it is. It's called compromise, Gracie.
Oh, what happened there, Teddy? Your signal went away there? Teddy?
Yes, I'm right here.
Okay, Teddy. Okay. Teddy and Gracie, I wish I had so much more time left, but I just don't. Teddy, be careful, man. You're trying to push my buttons, and you could never on your best day push my buttons. So please be careful with that. Folks, have a great weekend. Help America to never forget. Donate $11 a month and amplify your impact by donating your car or land. Go to T2T.org. I'm back on Sunday night, 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern Time. Have a great weekend.
Thanks for listening to The Dominic Carter Show. You can hear The Dominic Carter Show weekdays at 3 p.m. and Monday through Thursday at midnight and Sunday starting at 11 p.m. on 77 WABC. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here? Rural Americans deserve access to the best of what our country has to offer, especially health care. Across every state, every community, America's rural hospitals are the first line of defense, protecting our families, neighbors, and loved ones. No matter where you live, hospital care doesn't clock out. They're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Each year, America's over 5,000 hospitals care for millions of patients, providing 24/7 emergency care, delivering babies, cancer treatments, and other life-saving care that patients rely on. Behind every one of those patients are doctors, nurses, and caregivers working tirelessly to keep people healthy and safe. Hospitals are our community's lifelines. They employ our neighbors and keep our families healthy. But now, some in Congress are threatening access to care. Tell Congress, protect patient care to keep America strong. Don't cut rural health care.